The united opposition, which I'm proud to co-lead alongside Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, Eugene Wamalwa, Martha Karua, Fred Matiang'i, and many others, represents Kenya's best hope for change in 2027. We are united, not by personal ambition, but a shared commitment to rescuing our country from mismanagement and restoring democratic governance. Fellow patriots, as we step into the new year, let us commit to building the Kenya we all deserve. A Kenya where justice is not for sale. A Kenya where national assets belong to the people, not being sold at throwaway prices to private interests associated with the Ruto regime. A Kenya where every child can access quality education regardless of their family's income and which region they come from. A Kenya where healthcare is a right, not a privilege. A Kenya where elections are free, fair, and credible. A Kenya where leaders serve the people, not themselves. This is not an impossible dream. This is a Kenya that our founding fathers envisioned. This is a Kenya that President Kibaki and I worked to build. This is a Kenya that the Wiper Patriotic Front is committed to delivering. Let us pray for our nation. Let us pray for wisdom for our leaders. Church, continue and be bold and courageous. I want to repeat the words that were given to Joshua by God himself when he said in the book of Joshua, he said, Moses, my servant, is dead. And he repeated the word, be strong and very courageous. Church, be very strong and very courageous. Call a spade a spade. Refuse to get money, bribery from Ruto. For goodness sake, for the future of our children. Akija wapatie 10 million, 100 million, take it. But tell him, sorry, Mr. President. We want a better country. When you are called to State House and you are given 10,000 shillings, now listen, this is the example. Mama Rose has brought these wonderful people here. She didn't ask for a cent from me. Nobody has asked for 10 shillings. That is the kind of integrity. Please do not demean the dignity of our people by asking them to come straight to State House 2 days, wanakuja 10,000. They bribed those in Kitui 7,000. To my friends and allies across the political spectrum, thank you for your partnership in the struggle for a better Kenya. You can count on me, my political partners. You can count on my sincerity. I'm guided by nothing. If I could do what I did for our late brother Raila Amolo Odinga, sacrifice ambition for the sake of our country, that task remains uncompleted. And we must complete that task. So I'm asking our brothers in ODM, the progressive arm of ODM, led by people like Sifuna, Osotsi, our little girl Winnie, Babu Owino, Mama Ida herself, the leader, Dr. Oburu. Please, remember your first love. Remember that. Just do some introspection every night you go to bed. And join us in this united opposition to complete the task in memory of Raila Amolo Odinga. To our mothers, sisters, daughters, and grandmothers who have stood with me through thick and thin, who have mobilized in villages and cities, and who have kept the faith in me, I want to say thank you. Your sacrifices do not go unnoticed. Your voices are heard. Your strength actually gives me real strength. As we celebrate together, I'm reminded that true leadership is not about individual glory. It's about servant leadership, servanthood. Remember, that is a cornerstone of our party's ideology. Servant leadership. It is about serving the people with integrity, with transparency, and an unwavering commitment to the rule of law. Fellow patriots, this season calls us to hope and to action. As families gather to celebrate, we must remember those who cannot, who simply cannot, at this particular time. The families grieving loved ones lost on our roads. And I want to suggest that we be upstanding to recognize that a gentleman I hosted here when we were forming the Azimio coalition, we were actually particularly at this point. I remember Mother Karua was here. I remember that Moses Kuria was here. I remember that day the Kano Secretary General Wainaina was here, and the late Jirongo was here. We gave each of them a goat because this is a farm situation. Now, we lost Cyrus Jirongo in a road accident. Since we may not all manage to go to Lugari, can we observe a moment's silence in honor of late Cyrus Jirongo? Thank you. May his soul rest in peace. The mothers and fathers who lost their children during the June 25th, 24 Gen Z revolution in 2024 and in 2025, we lost our children again. They are still waiting for answers. Those mothers are still, and fathers are still waiting for answers and still demanding accountability from this administration. This season reminds us that greatness is not found in places of power, but in the humblest acts of service. It calls us to be our brothers and our sisters' keeper, to extend compassion to those who suffer, to speak for the voiceless, and to build a Kenya where every citizen experiences dignity, opportunity, and peace. Peace is so fundamental. Even if you want to deny them opportunity, please allow them to celebrate life. Don't take it. Don't just take it away from them. Let this be the spirit that guides our nation, not the accumulation of power, but the courage to serve with humility and with love. Let us work tirelessly to ensure that no family waits in vain for justice, and no voice crying out for accountability goes unheard.